Hello.
Hello.
Just to make you feel a little, I don't want to tattoo the actual member, but I do like the idea of having an elephant tattooed.
Oh, I've actually seen a really cool Ganesh one. And they
Yeah.
actually had like a full-on bunch of piercings too that made it look fucking sweet. Like it looked like a nose piercing, but it was like the trunk was his dick.
Yeah. That I was always interested in that.
Mhm.
Fucking Beatrice, you
I've also seen a really
blind
cool one. It was
bastard.
like it was like Quetzalcoatl almost. It was like an Aztec-y one that was fucking sweet.
Nice. Yeah, definitely. That's definitely like a tattoo that I've been interested in, but I probably would never get something like that.
Yeah, I know I ain't got the balls for that, and I know like I've read some things too because I actually like looked into it,
I'm actually
and there's
scared
things that could go wrong.
because
There's definitely things that could go wrong because you could damage the tissue and it could like inflate and not go back down, and you could be kind of like partially limp dick.
well, with mine, they don't actually tattoo the member at all. It's just around the member, the whole
Oh yeah,
elephant,
yeah, yeah.
and then it's just the
That is
top.
some. That is a decently tender spot too. That little pelvis region, especially how thin you are.
Yeah. No, there's a certain part on my arm, because I have gotten tattoo appraisals before, and they
Mm.
literally said people are gonna refuse to tattoo you below this part of your arm because you're just way too skinny right there. Like you're basically tattooing bone. Basically, is what they said
Hmm.
is how skinny I am. Which
That's what. That's what I
I
always hear is like the most painful part of it is like when they hit like a bony spot.
yeah, it's like my wrist. It's like right above my wrist, like halfway up my forearm,
Mm.
that they just refuse, which sucks because I kind of wanted tattoos there, but I can circumvent, I can move them. Because I do
Hmm.
want, most of them are cartoons, but I do want I do have sleeves planned out.
Mm. Yeah, but
Just
I needs
get,
money and I want my skin to clear up more before I ever doing that.
yeah, that's the ultimate, like, once I get money, oh, we get even
Mm.
more XP now, because we needed that. But I also have a bad feeling that I'm gonna be addicted to the pain,
Hmm.
because that was my problem when I was a cutter, was I was addicted
Hmm.
to the pain. That's why I kept doing it.
Hmm.
It's just something about it. It's just like it's hard to explain.
You'd be the
Change to
like one of
whiskey.
those tattoo people just like covered.
I do want a few on my chest, but nothing too major. And it's I'm not gonna be able to get it, but I do want one on the back of my neck too. There's one that I want
Hmm.
to put on the back of my neck.
When I hit near when I think about when I decide about when my expiration date is, like when I'm old, I'm definitely that's when I'm gonna get some cool face tattoos.
Yes.
You don't have to worry about a job or anything. It's just like, I'm probably just gonna, climb a mountain and freeze up on top of it at this point.
Let's see how bad this is gonna be on us. Oh, okay, we're good.
That's my retirement plan.
I mean that's a hell of a retirement plan.
Finding just a really nice mountain, making a good climb to like its peak, having a bunch of drugs and booze, just taking off all your clothes when you're like, time to go sleep. When I'm old. When I'm old. Cause I ain't ever gonna have
I
kids. I
would
don't
have to
know how
have
many people
both.
I'm gonna know.
I know that it would make me look extremely weird, but I would have to get Botox so my skin would be perfectly smooth.
Mm. Cause I ain't going to no old folks home. You better believe I ain't going to no fucking old folks home.
Uh, if I ever start getting like,
I'm going to the mountains.
I I know I have a huge risk for dementia, but if I ever start showing signs, like, put me down, man. Oh, yeller me, man. Don't make me suffer.
See, that's what I'm saying. As soon as I get like dementia or like something like start popping like that too, like, look, no, that's when I'm going to the mountains.
I would say the same, but I already know that I would be too extreme.
Mhm.
Like, I would be fucking Sam on Trailer Park Boys.
Okay, I promise that if we have dementia like at the same time, I'll take you to the mountains. I'll just be like, hey man, you want to come party with me in the woods?
Let me become a Sam Squatch.
Yeah. See, you get Sam Squamch, and then like, you just party and party until you're just like, man, I'm real sleepy.
Yes, and then a tribe of fucking indigenous people could find us, and we can be the tall wise men, buddy.
Yeah.
While we're speaking just pure nonsense.
It all works out.
We are definitely not wearing this outfit.
The fuck is this shit? This ain't my colors.
Yeah.
Why did she get purple? Why did she get a purple set?
Because that's supposed to be... That's a dude, by the way. Name's Avery.
Oh, whatever. Oh, whatever. I'm just seeing the back right now.
Haven't received a uniform. Yeah. Now they're back.
How old is Avery?
He's a
How
gym
old is
leader. However old it is to be a gym leader, because it's...
Oh, that varies. There's some young gym leaders, like Misty's like fucking 12 in the first
well,
ones.
you got to be 16 to take on the gym challenge here, so he's at least 16. You should just Google this instead of assuming.
One sec.
No. It's crucial.
No, the sugar. I'm having a cigarette. And
Can I please get changed back?
I didn't know who Avery was. Never seen this dude before.
It's because this is the first Pokemon game he was ever a part of. And he's only DLC.
I've seen this game, I just don't remember. Oh, he's DLC.
Yeah. Do you want to change back into your usual clothes? Yes, please.
Oh, he's a dude to be getting instead of the poison chick, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not too heartbroken anymore. He's definitely a geek, but I mean, he's got the magical floating hat of destruction, so gotta respect that.
I would prefer if I could have the magical floating hat of destruction. I just don't like Avery because he has a toxic personality. I mean, I get that the poison chick has the same toxic personality, but you know you've experienced the people I go for. There's always a level of toxicity to them.
Let's see.
Whether it's intentional or not.
Give me numbers here. What? Find Bulbapedia. Jesus Christ.
I don't have to fucking... I hope I don't. Oh, I should have healed. Why didn't I heal? And he knows to save it. Fuck. Oh, this is gonna be, you know what? Switch out, and I gotta go heal. Making this a lot more difficult than it has to be.
Yeah, I guess there's no definitive age.
Oh, that's weird. Not even on the, go to Cerebi.
Cerebi.
Type in Avery and then Cerebi. Should come up. Cerebi's my place to go when
Maybe they're too new. Maybe they're just too new to have a bunch of lore about them.
I want to say he's 20 years old for some reason. Because I think he should be a little bit, he should be a little bit older than us.
So if there's no, I'm not finding anything on here. So,
I mean, technically, since he doesn't have
time to play ball.
Yeah, since he doesn't have a definitive age, you can make him whatever age you want him to be.
Yeah. You're 20, you said, huh?
I mean, you're almost too old. Like, if you're 2 years older, then that'd be a little creepy, but you're fine.
That'd be weird that it popped in my head. That'd be about the age difference of my parents, and I think about when they met.
8 years?
Huh?
8 years? What age were they met though? That's the key.
8 years.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
You said 20.
No,
I'm not.
Yeah, and I said if you were 2 years older, then it would have been weird, a little bit weird, but not too much.
No, I was saying that. No, I was saying that they would have No. I was saying that if, like me, as of now, not if I was 2 years old. That they are 5 years difference.
Okay. I was about to say they didn't seem that much further apart than not many.
And I think he was 21, or I think he was kind of like either. They knew each other when he was 20, and then I think started dating when he was like 21ish, 22ish.
The only reason
it would have been like 26, 27.
Is because 8 years is close enough to the generational divide, you know.
Oh yeah.
You're just old enough to be from the same generation, but still distinctly different, because you're from one of you's from the first half of your generation, and the other's from the second half. And
I feel like until at least until after kind of 25 plus, then I feel like it's like fair game of anyone after that.
And I hate to say it, but like anybody that's like was born in the 80s, like between 85 and 89, just like have a distinct difference to them. They're millennials still.
Yeah. True.
Because they have definitive memories of the 90s, which I have some because I was born in 95, so I was given 2 years that I can remember slightly in the 90s, even though for some reason I strangely have memories of watching Power Rangers from like release day on up, but that's just not possible because Power Rangers came out in 93, 2 years before I was born.
Yeah.
So I have no clue where I even like have the memories of watching all the Power Rangers, because I know they played reruns, but surely they didn't rerun every single episode, you know. So it's just weird, like there's not a single episode that's like, oh, I don't remember this episode. Like I distinctly remember watching every episode as a kid.
Slowpoke.
Yay.
Clara. What does Clara even look like again?
I think Claire is the poison one, isn't she?
Yeah. I just forgot which.
Yeah, she might. That's one of my waifus.
Okay, yeah.
Get away from me, everybody. She's a little thick. What's the ice gem's name, by the way? Let's learn hers.
Ice gem. Thicina. The ice gem. I said Thicina.
Thicina.
I haven't looked it up yet. Gem store.
Because the only reason why I can remember Wick's name is because of fucking Max Mofo. Got that thick Wick.
Thick Wick. Yeah, that one card. The true Wick.
I sadly
Bring
don't
back
have any
true.
Wicks.
Bring back true Wick.
Oh yeah, you played the nerfed
Fuck you,
version. You got the nerfed version.
Bring back true Wick. You bastard. Melanie.
Oh, I would never have remembered that. So basic.
Where's even the ice pun?
Oh yeah, we gotta choose our starter now.
Bulbasaur. Oh, Bulbasaur. The obvious option is poison and cheese grass.
I mean, we're not gonna use it.
But still, the principle.
Going in the box.
Matches our hair.
Too bad they're shiny lock.
Boo.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Well, let's not make things fun like that anymore.
I mean, that's to deter people from sitting there and sitting through endless amounts of dialogue for no reason.
But like, it doesn't even matter because people will do that or stupid, and because it's easier to find them if you just go through the game and get the things. Then you could just find a bunch of shinies easy anyway. It doesn't even matter anymore. No one even does that. There's no need to. Well, the only time people want to do that is for legendaries, and I don't even know how else you could get shiny legendaries other than, I guess, events. But now events usually seem to pass them out pretty often anyway, so it doesn't even seem that necessary, and even get them on like trades. pretty easy. I mean, at least on the days of the Wonder Trade, that was like just like shiny legendaries flying around. But it's like in the old days, it was like the only way to get a shiny legendaries was if it just randomly showed up shiny, and the one encounter that you would get with the shiny, you know, the legendary, unless there was one event that maybe would happen, would if you were lucky, would actually happen in the U.S. too, where they'd give out like some shiny one, you know.
Yeah, those didn't really start until like the 3DS days either.
Mhm.
Like they did have some events, but they're very sparse.
Mhm.
Which I wish they would come out with a shiny Mew. Try to use the bicycle inside. I have not learned my lesson, Professor Oak. I'm not gonna get lost. This wild area is not that big. It's a lot more impressive than the original wild area, but it's still not that big.
Dum deem dee dee dee. Bring back the foo foo foos, okay? Bring back the foo foo foos. Foo 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 foo.
I don't even know what noise that's trying to make.
Yes, remember every hiker, like there's so many hikers that would do that in Ruby. You do like foo 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 foo.
What are they trying to do? What noise are they making there?
Sometimes I like to think they're queefing. Just letting out some loose farts.
Got a little geek.
I like to ride my bicycle. I like to ride my bike. I like to ride my bicycle. I like to ride my bike. Look out for a coffin.
Coughing's not gonna be around here.
I know, but look out.
I didn't know Oranguru was so available. I would have chose him.
Please get the purple cape.
Oh yeah, I know what it's in one. I'm thinking they're gonna be separate, but they're not gonna be separate. It's a trick.
If you caught Orangu, would you name him Uh-Oh Stinky? You know you'd have to name him Uh-Oh Stinky.
I would have to name him Babu.
Oh yeah,
Like,
it's another good name. I'd have to name him Uh-Oh Stinky. I think that meme served its purpose.
It's the mushrooms that we need, and Avery's gonna walk in and be a douchebag.
Oh. But Avery do kind of have like a kind of a curve though.
You need better experience. He's forcing that curve, dude.
I don't care.
Look. You can even tell his stomach's bulging out. Like he's forcing that curve.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to trick you. Don't let the toxicity fool you.
Oh. But look at him.
Individual.
But he's magical. He's a magic man.
Yeah, fucking flinch that motherfucker.
Are you trying to tell me to understand that he's a magic man? Say a little heart reference thing.
Fucking. I didn't understand for a second, and then fucking Barracuda started fucking playing in my head, and I was like, okay.
A different art song.
It's the only heart song that I actually like.
I mean, there's kind of just a handful of heart songs. I never hate heart, but it's always...
It's hard for me to distinguish them sometimes, for some reason. Sometimes I just mistake them for a different band altogether. Which they do have that unique sound. I don't know why I'm mistaking them for a different band, but I do. It was
He's
like
a magic
before
man.
I was formally introduced to him, like anytime y'all would talk about Ween, I thought y'all were talking about Weezer. So I was like, oh god.
Very different. Very different bands.
completely different bands, but I just got the Wee part. and I didn't know anything about Ween, but Weezer, I have a bad history with Weezer. Because a douchebag from school showed it to me one time, so I established him to have like a douchebag fan base, which I'm not 100% wrong on
that. I get it's a very specific
Weezer. I'm talking about Weezer.
Yeah, no, I am too.
Okay.
There's kind of like Weezer kind of split into kind of different crowds.
Yeah,
because they also kind of just have a music nerd.
The loud community is the douchebag community, unfortunately.
Which I like Weezer, but I don't like anything past their third album.
So anytime y'all would bring them up, I'd just be like, ugh. Like, I love these guys, but...
Yeah, I'm not as crazy about Weezer as I am about Ween.
Why do they have to like that one band?
Weezer's just fun, but
then,
Ween is
an
experience.
Murda actually formally introduced me to Ween, and I was like, okay, I can get into this. And I actually needed, like, to listen to that type of music at the time. Like, I was in a real weird head funk.
I am the stallion.
We clutched it, thankfully. And this is going to be a little bit longer episode than I wanted, because I just noticed. But it's fine.
I am the stallion, man. I walk, I breathe, I live the stallion, man.
Alright.
Ooh, got super laggy all of a sudden. No!
No!
Beep, beep, beep. Okay, seems like it cut it. There we go. The stallion, man.
Easy peasy. Alright, and this will be a bye-bye.
Bye-bye.